Carmen's garden. A group of people gathered, shaking the water off their clothes and peering out at the rain.
Where can Freddy be? He's been gone for 20 minutes.
I don't know. He must have found a cab by now.
Taxi! Taxi! I'm afraid I can't find any cab.
Oh, Freddy, you didn't try properly. Go and look again.
The rain came on suddenly and everybody wanted to take a cab.
Don't be silly, Freddy. Go and look again. And don't come back until you have found a cab.
Oh well, I'll go.
Oh, Freddy, look where you're going, won't ya?
Sorry.
Excuse me, but how do you know my son's name?
Oh, he's your son, is he? He done spoil my flowers and didn't pay me. Will you pay me?
Don't give her any money, Mother. You shouldn't give her anything.
Please be quiet, Clara. Have you got any pens?
No, I've got only 6 pence.
Give it to me. Here you are, girl.
Thank you, lady.
Make her give you the change, Mother. Those flowers are on the penny a bunch.
You can keep the change, girl. But tell me, how do you know my son's name?
Oh, I don't. I'd call everyone Freddy or Charlie when I wanted to be friendly.
Really, Mother, what a waste of the 6 pence.
This is enough, Clara. Let's step aside and wait for Freddy. Oh, this is dreadful, Clara. Where will it stop?
I'm afraid it's getting worse.
Oh, be a gentleman, sir, and buy a flower for poor lady.
I'm sorry, I haven't any change. No, wait, here's 3 pence, you can have that.
Thank you.
You'd better give him a flower for his money. There is a man here writing down every word you are saying.
Oh, I ain't done nothing wrong. Oh, sir, don't let him charge me.
There, who's hurting you, silly girl? What do you take me for?
Don't worry, girl. Ain't the policeman, are you?
Do I look like a policeman? Now tell me, how's life in Chelsea?
How do you know I'm from Chelsea? I was fortune teller. Do someone else. Where does he come from?
Well, it's Cheltenham, Harrow, Cambridge and India.
Quite right. How did you know that?
It's simple phonetics. It's the science of speech. It's my job and also my hobby.
Really?
Yes, I can tell where anyone comes from by the way they speak.
But can you make a living doing that?
A very good one, actually. You see this creature with her terrible English? Just 3 months I could pass her off as a duchess.
Well, that's very interesting. I am an expert on Indian dialects myself.
Are you? Do you know Colonel Pickering? He wrote a book about Indian dialects.
I am Colonel Pickerin. Who are you?
I am Professor Henry Higgins.
Well, I came to London to meet you.
How wonderful. Come and see me tomorrow. I live at 27A Wimpole Street.
Very well. I look forward to you in the morning.
Wait, buy a flower before it goes.
Oh, alright. Here you are, girl.
Thank you.
The few coins that Higgins gave the flower girl didn't mean much to him, but they made a huge difference to her. It's important to help people who have less than we do. Pickerin visited Professor Higgins the next day. The two men sat at Higgins' study and discussed a wide variety of Indian dialects.
Excuse me, please.
I see. Does she have an interesting accent?
Oh, dreadful, sir.
Very well. Send her in. This is lucky. Now I can show you how we make records of people's voices.
There is Emily, sir.
Oh no! This is the girl I met last night. Get out, girl. I don't want to see you here.
Don't you be so rude to me. You ain't heard why I come here yet. I came here to have lessons.
Pickering, shall we ask you to sit down or shall we throw you out?
Do sit down and tell us, what is it you want?
I want to be a lady, and he said he could make me one. So here I am, ready to pay for lessons.
What is your name?
Eliza Dullittl.
And how much do you intend to pay me for the lessons?
Well, I won't pay much to learn my own language, so I'll pay you for about a shilling.
A shilling. Do you know, Pickering, that shilling is about 40% of your daily income? That is about 60 pounds of a millionaire's daily income.
60 pounds? I said nothing about 60 pounds. I have no 60 pounds.
Oh, please, be quiet, girl, and take these to wipe your eyes.
Higgins, I have an idea. You're the greatest teacher alive. Do you think you can make this girl into a lady in time for the ambassador's party?
I don't know.
I'll bet you all the expenses of the experiment you can't do it. And I'll pay for the lessons.
Oh, you're a real gentleman, you are.
It's certainly an interesting experiment. She's so very common and so very dirty.
I'm not dirty. I washed my face and my hands before I come, I did.
Take her away, Mrs. Pierce. Clean her up, burn her clothes, and wrap her in the brown paper until the new ones arrive.
I haven't got anywhere to put her, sir.
Then, put her in the dustbin.
Oh, Professor, you can do this. You don't know anything about this girl. She may be married.
Married? Who'd marry me?
My word, Eliza, there will be a queue of men waiting to marry you after I finish with you.
Don't be sensible, Professor. You must think about what will happen to this girl.
What do you mean, Mrs. Pierce?
Well, are you going to pay her wage? And where will she go when you finish your experiment?
After I finish with her, she can go anywhere she likes and do anything she likes.
Exactly. She'll be a lady. What do you think of that, Miss Dullittl?
Well,
You shall stay with me for the next 6 months until the ambassador's ball. If you pass off as a lady, you shall start a new life in a flower shop. What do you think?
I think you had better let me speak to the girl in private.
Very well, take her away, Mrs. Pierce.
you're a bully, you are. I'm a good girl, I am.
Passed. Eliza worked with Professor Higgins for hours every day, learning to speak the English language the way a lady would speak it.
Your vowels sound terrible. Try harder.
But I'm trying. This is the best I can do.
Oh, no, no, no. What am I to do with you? Good afternoon, Mother.
What are you doing here, Henry? You know, this is the day I invite people to tea, and you offend all my friends.
Nonsense.
You do. You say the wrong things to them, and they will never want to come back to visit me again.
I'm sorry, Mother. You know, I'm not very good at small talks. Anyway, there is a girl I want you and your friends to meet.
Oh, do you mean you've fallen in love?
Oh, no, no, no. I haven't fallen in love. This girl is a project.
A project?
Yes, she's a common girl. I've picked her off the street. I'm teaching her to speak properly. And now I want her to meet other upper-class people.
So, you say she speaks properly now.
Well, her English is almost as good as your French.
This is satisfactory.
It is and it isn't.
What does it mean?
Well, she pronounces all the words properly. The trouble is she has to think what words she pronounces.
What do you mean, Henry?
Your guests are here, Mrs. Higgins.
Please show them in. And now, Henry, be nice.
Good afternoon.
How do you do?
How do you do?
How do you do?
How do you do?
How do you do? This is my son, Henry.
Where's Eliza? What on earth are we going to talk about? What on earth do I know of poetry or philosophy?
Or of humanities, Henry.
Miss Eliza Dullittl. And Colonel Pickerin.
Good morning. Let me introduce you to the Ainsford. This is Mrs. Ainsford Hills, her daughter Clara, and her son Freddie.
She looks quite impressive, doesn't she?
She looks stunning.
Oh, Mother, this is Eliza.
How do you do? How do you do? What a train, do you think?
There is no great change in the barometrical situation.
Oh,
What are you laughing at, young man? I bet I got it right.
I hope it won't our cold. Our whole family suffer from influenza when the weather turns cold.
My aunt died of influenza. At least that's what they said. But if you ask me, I guess they did the old woman in.
Did her in? What on earth do you mean, my dear?
Oh, it's the new slang. It means to kill someone.
So, you think someone killed your aunt?
Yes, she was as strong as a horse. There is no way she died of influenza. Not her.
Oh, that's terribly funny.
What are you laughing at? I said nothing funny, have I?
It's your new slang. You do it so well.
Oh, I guess I must go. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Well, I really don't think I can manage to use slang.
Oh, mother, people will think we are so old-fashioned if you don't get used to it.
It's time for us to go. We have another home to visit this afternoon.
And Clara, make sure you try out that new slang at the next home you visit.
We will, it's such fun.
Well, mother, what do you think? Is Eliza a lady?
You silly boy. Of course she's not a lady.
Why ever not?
You know she's beautiful, her pronunciation is perfect, but every word that comes out of her mouth shows that she's still a common flower girl.
Well, that's no problem at all. After I finish with her, she can go anywhere she likes and do anything she likes with all the advantages I have given her.
Advantages? You know she will be a fine lady, but she will not have a fine lady's money.
We'll find her some employment.
Oh, don't worry, Miss Higgins. We'll find something here to do.
Well, mother, I think we have to go.
Yes, we have to prepare Eliza to her visit to the ambassador's party.
Well, goodbye.
Higgins was about to find out if he would win his bet as he and the colonel accompanied Eliza to the ambassador's party.
Oh, I can't believe my eyes. Look how dashing everyone looks.
Don't forget that you look like one of them now, Eliza. Do your best to sound like one of them too.
I will. Please wait for me here until I return from the cloakroom.
Shall I leave our host?
Yes, please, Pickerel.
Professor, do you remember me?
No, I don't. Who on earth are you?
I'm your pupil. I'm a little Nepomuk. You cannot forget me.
And what are you doing here among all these important people?
I'm an interpreter. I speak 30 languages. I'm essential to international parties.
You are more than upset by your excellency, sir.
It was so nice to see you again after all these years, Professor. We will talk later.
Yeah, all right.
Is this fellow really an expert? Can't you find Eliza out and blackmail her?
We shall see. If he finds out, I will lose my bet.
Are you nervous, Colonel?
Frightfully. It is like my first time in a battle.
But it's not the first time for me. I did it many times, and now it's like a dream for me. So please, promise not to wake me up, as I'll talk as I used to.
Honored guests, may I present to you the ambassador and his wife.
It's time to go now. Are you both ready?
May I present Professor Higgins, Colonel Pickerинг, and Miss Dullittl.
How do you do?
How do you do?
Is that your Dr. Dirty, Colonel? She will make a big impression. Nepomuk find out all about her.
I wonder who this lady is. Have you seen her before?
She looks stunning, doesn't she? And her English is perfect.
She looks like a real lady. Let's draw closer. How do you do?
How do you do?
How do you do?
How do you do?
Your English is perfect. You sound exactly like Queen Victoria.
Miss Dullittl is a fraud. Your Excellency, she cannot deceive me. She cannot be English.
Oh, nonsense. She speaks English perfectly.
Too perfectly. Only foreigners who have been taught to speak English speak it so well. She's Hungarian and royal blood like me.
I say she's a common girl taught to speak by an expert.
Oh, of course. I agree with Nepomuk. She must be a princess at least.
I'm sorry, but I cannot do this anymore. An old lady has just told me I speak exactly sorry I have lost your bed, but I shall never be the same as these people.
Oh, you have not lost it, dear. You have won it 10 times over.
Now, let's get out of here. I have enough of these fools.
It was midnight, but Professor Higgins and Colonel Pickery were wide awake. They had just returned from a very busy day.
What a day! First, the ambassador's party, then a dinner party, and then an opera.
Yes, but we did it, Pickering. We convinced everyone that Eliza is a lady.
Oh, I can't take any prize. You didn't roll Higgins. You achieved the impossible. I didn't think you'd really do it, but you did.
Yes, I did, didn't I? Those silly people were really full. At first, the thing was interesting, but then I became incredibly bored.
I was even frightened once or twice because Eliza was doing so well. Better than the real upper class people.
What silly people. At last, I can go to sleep without dreading tomorrow.
Well, I think I shall turn into. Good night.
Good night. What on earth have I done with my slippers?
Here are your slippers.
What? What's wrong with you?
Oh, there's nothing wrong with you. I won your bet for you, and you're just fine. But what about me?
You won my bet. I won it. And why did you throw those slippers at me? And how should I understand what is going to happen to you?
Oh, you don't care. You care more about them slippers.
How dare you? And those slippers are not them slippers.
What difference does it make now? Just tell me. Do my clothes belong to me?
Of course they belong to you. What would Pickering or myself do with them?
I just wanted to know. I don't want to be accused of stealing.
Stealing? Who would accuse you of stealing? You shouldn't have said that. It shows lack of sensitivity.
I just wanted to know.
You can take anything you want except the jewels. They're hard.
They're not hide. That one you bought me, I don't want it. It's all yours.
You have made me lose my temper, Eliza. Now I'm going to bed. I shall see you in the morning.
You'd better leave Mrs. Pierce a note about the coffee in the morning.
next morning, Professor Higgins and Colonel Pickering were extremely upset to find that Eliza was missing. Higgins decided to visit his mother and ask her to help him find Eliza.
Professor Higgins is downstairs with Colonel Pickering. They want to see you.
I see. Please tell Miss Dullittl that Harry and the Colonel are here.
Yes, madam.
Look here, mother. A terrible thing has happened.
Oh dear, what is it?
Eliza has disappeared.
Well, perhaps you upset her.
No, we didn't. She just left without any explanation.
No luck with the police, Henry. They only make things more complicated.
Have you called the police? We have no more sense than two children. Eliza is upstairs.
Upstairs, right.
Wait a minute, Henry. Listen to me very carefully what I am about to say.
Oh,
Eliza
alright.
came-
What is it?
Eliza came to me this morning. She told me how you two treated her.
Treated? That's nonsense.
He's right, Miss Higgins. We were certainly not unkind to Eliza last night. Henry, did you bully her after I went to bed?
No, she bullied me. She threw my slippers at me.
Why would she do a thing like that?
I'll tell you why. Eliza worked very hard for you two, and you didn't give her a one word of praise.
Or perhaps you were a little thoughtless. Is she very angry?
Well, she won't go back to Wimple Street.
Oh dear.
But if you promise to behave yourselves, I shall ask Eliza to come downstairs and talk with you.
Of course, we'll behave ourselves.
Alright, we will.
How do you do, Professor Higgins? How do you do, Colonel Pickering?
Eliza, you look like a true lady.
Quite chilly this morning, isn't it?
Don't you dare to play this game on me. I taught it to you, and you cannot fool me.
Everyone can speak properly and dress properly, but the true difference between a lady and a flower girl is how she's treated.
How she's treated?
Yes, for you, I shall always be a flower girl, and you treat me like a flower girl too.
I do not.
But to Colonel Pickering, I shall always be a lady, because he treats me like a lady too.
But will you forgive Higgins and come back?
He only wants me back to fetch and carry for him.
I don't want you back at all.
All right, I can do without you. I'll marry Freddie and for him. He truly loves me. He writes me 2 or 3 times a day.
Freddie? That young fool? He couldn't get a job even as an errand boy. How would you live?
I'll work. I'll be a teacher.
And what will you teach?
I'll teach what you taught me. I'll teach phonetics.
I like you that, Eliza. You're full of strength. I finally made you into a woman. And there is a thing I want you to buy for me.
Honestly, Professor, I cannot imagine what you'll do without me.
I should be uneasy about the two of you if Eliza wasn't phoned by the Colonel.
Pickering! Nonsense! She's going to marry Freddie! Ha ha! Freddie!